Welcome to the Fix Your Crown King podcast. My name is Rich Gibbons, and I'm the creator and host of the Fix Your Crown King podcast. I am a man and a strong advocate for mental health within men. I believe and support the processes of changing the stigma surrounded by mental health in men. This podcast was designed to be a safe haven, a place for men to come and talk about what it is they feel. Men who are confused or unsure about the daily struggles they face in life. Did you know that nearly 1 in 10 men experience some form of depression or anxiety, but less than half seek treatment? Feeling depressed or anxious is not unusual or shameful. Let's not make it shameful. After all, we wear crowns. Fix your crown, King. You deserve it. Welcome back, family, friends, and most of all, kings, to the Fix Your Crown King podcast. I'm your host, Rich Gibbons. Family, welcome back. It feels like forever since we last spoke. It wasn't intentional, but some things happened throughout life for me. I had to kind of take a step back. I had to take a need to kind of reevaluate some things. Although that I'm very, very in tune with myself emotionally and my mental health journey, some things happened to me over this past couple of weeks that I really had to evaluate and take a look at and truly try and understand what it was that I was going through. Now, this platform was designed to be vulnerable and for it to be a safe place. Because what I go through, I'm pretty sure there are other people around the world who go through the same thing that may not understand it. So let my experiences be a light to someone else, hopefully. So today's episode is entitled Emotional Overload. That's something I experienced over these past couple of weeks. Now, an emotional overload often comes from having conflicting feelings, too many feelings happening at once, or not being able to act based on your gut feeling. Now, we all go through things in life, and we all deal with things differently in life. For me, over these past couple of months, years, however I want to look at it, look at my journey, I dealt with things differently. I've learned to compartmentalize emotions. I've learned to deal with things through healthy habits. But this set of emotions that I've been dealing with these past couple of weeks was something I wasn't prepared for. Now, as I stated in my second episode, I have 4 children. I have 2 biological children and 2 stepchildren who are my children. Blood can't make us closer. I only use the word step because they have an awesome father. However, I've been in their lives for 12 plus years. So I began experiencing something over these past couple of weeks that was very new to me. Now, my oldest, she's headed off to college. She was accepted into the University of Miami, and we dropped her off. Now, although this is a joyous time for our family, it was also a troubling time for me. I felt anxiety. I felt overwhelmed because I was afraid of her being in the world alone. Not only that, but work has been really, really tough lately. It's very demanding. My job has become very demanding, overly demanding, more demanding than any position I've ever been in the United States Army. Although that I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, I still feel anxiety in so many places. Relationship issues, things that I've never dealt with and I wasn't prepared to deal with, caused me to think I was having higher anxiety levels than normal when in fact I wasn't. It wasn't anxiety. However, it was also me dealing with happy, dealing with sad, dealing with angry at the same time. Now, I couldn't process all of these things at once because the moment I dealt with one thing, something else would hit me again. Something else would hit me. And I'm like, okay, I just dealt with this problem. How is it I have another problem? So if you're not mentally prepared for those things, when these issues compound on you, that's how we become depressed, or we want to give up, we want to quit, or we become frustrated. But it's okay to feel like, okay, I'm having an emotional overload. First, we have to identify the fact that we're having an emotional overload, and then we have to process it and deal with it. Now, an emotional overload happens when you're having conflicting emotions. My emotions that were conflicted was I was happy that my daughter was going to college, but I was also afraid that now she doesn't have us there to protect her. I'm happy at the place I am in life, financially, mentally, physically, but I'm also dealing with the sacrifices I had to make in order to get here work wise. I'm happy that I have people around me who love me and support me, but I'm anxious and I'm confused by situations that we're in right now. So that emotional overload confused me. It confused my sensory system. It confused my emotions, and it made me think, or it made me feel as though I was having a major breakdown. And I had to analyze it and process it differently from a regular anxiety attack. Now, it was not major to the point where I couldn't function or I couldn't complete daily tasks. It was a confusing state. And I wanted to share this with you all because we all go through it sometimes. We go through anxiety. We have anxiety. It's a natural emotion. Anxiety is natural. But we can oftentimes have emotional overloads that simply push us further into our anxiety attack or our depressive state. Understanding that we can combat these emotional overloads, we can combat these anxiety attacks by understanding what's going on, by building healthy habits to combat what's going on. I promise to be very intimate with my audience. I promise to share my experiences with my audience in order to help the next person. Each one teach one. Iron sharpens iron. In order for us to become better mentally, we have to understand where we're at mentally and understand the work that needs to be placed in order to overcome our mental state. I charge each one of you with finding out where you are mentally, finding out what needs to be done to get to the place you want to be. I can't tell you where you need to be mentally and what you need to do to overcome what it is you may be battling mentally. What I can tell you is it starts with you. It starts with understanding what you're going through. It starts with actively seeking resources to become better. Whether it be a podcast, whether it be a group of friends, whether it be counseling, whether it be spiritual counseling, spiritual healing. I'm not telling you have to listen to my podcast. It's not about you listening to what I'm saying. It's about you healing, kings. Kings, I believe in every single one of you, as I believe in myself. I believe that we all can overcome things, but we have to understand where we're at and what we're going through. I chose to share this with you all to help someone. Maybe it won't help every listener, but it may help that one listener. Or someone may have something to share with someone who may be dealing with the same thing. I myself, feeling as though I am a strong mental health advocate, I felt it as well. I deal with it as well. And I said, I will be the voice in the face of this change. So yes, I want to share this with you all. Emotional overloads. They happen on a daily basis. You may be happy one minute, may be sad the next. It's like an emotional roller coaster. You're up, you're down. You're happy, you're sad. Or you may be happy and sad at the same time. How do you deal with that? Kings, we have the responsibility of nurturing our mental health. And we must do that. And we must take that seriously. I charge each one of you with building a healthy habit to dealing with anxiety or emotional overload. I charge you with finding something that helps you relax when you're under stress, when you feel mentally attacked, when you feel mentally drained. Form a habit that helps you overcome that anxiety or that emotional overload. Find a way to be better tomorrow than you are today. Kings, as always, I want the best for you. I wish the best for us as a society, as a male demographic. I want the best for us. This isn't a black thing. This isn't a white thing. This isn't an Asian thing. This is a man thing. We all go through things, regardless of your race, creed, religion, gender, sexual orientation. We all go through things. And we all can help each other deal with them. I just thought I'd share this with you all. This wasn't a scheduled episode, but I thought it was necessary to share this with you all. Now that we understand and know what emotional overload is and how it plays on our mental health, how do we alleviate the mental health stresses altogether? When this podcast was created, I promised resources. I would like to leave you with some resources. Most people on their journey, they don't want to sit in a therapist's office. They're not ready to go face to face with someone. But over these past couple of weeks, I've been seeing more and more online therapy help. So I went online myself and I checked it out. And the first one I looked at was BetterHelp.com, which is a online therapy site. BetterHelp online therapy service is a legit online therapy service. You have the option to video chat with someone, to make a phone call with someone, or to even instant message someone. I did some research and I saw that they're rated #1 for online services right now. So this is one way to help your journey. If you need to talk to someone, try them, BetterHelp.com. Their therapists are vetted. Their therapists are licensed. Their therapists are experienced. And they don't cost that much. It's very affordable. This is one way to begin your journey. Another option you have is talk to a spiritual advisor, a preacher, or a counselor. A lot of these services are offered for free. Talk to them. Begin your journey. Begin your mental health journey. It's waited long enough. Now it's time to act upon it. And if all else fails, reach out to a friend. I'm always here. If you want to contact me, you can reach me at Fixyourcrownkingpodcast at gmail.com. Again, that is Fixyourcrownkingpodcast at gmail.com. Kings, it is our responsibility to maintain our mental health, no one else's. Let's maintain it and take it seriously. When we become the best versions of us, the world gets the best versions of us. We deserve it. After all, we're all kings. Fix your crown, king. You deserve it.